This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Please double check your subscribe to the channel. Double check that your notifications are on, because the bad actors are trying to make sure that more people don't become aware of all the fraud and corruption in the market. Listen, if you look behind me, you see that XRP glitched to $21,355.25. It's absolutely crazy. Life 911 on Twitter sent me this, okay? But somehow on a TV show, like a morning TV show called American Sunrise, they were actually showing cryptocurrencies. And right there on live TV, XRP glitch from $2.22 to $21,355.25. That is absolutely crazy. And of course, everybody gonna say, well, it's a glitch. Glitches happen. Do you guys realize that the glitches seem to happen in financial instruments that we see that they are heavily manipulating? AMC, a whole lot of glitches. GME, a whole lot of glitches. Now, XRP, glitching on live TV. And I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell XRP. I am telling you that the bad actors are behind the scenes manipulating XRP, because you got the public ledger, you got the private ledger, and we can't really see what XRP is trading at in the private. Even though, in my opinion, that should not be allowed. The institutions and everybody else should have to buy XRP in the exact same place, which is the public ledger, so everybody could benefit from the buying pressure. But these bad actors, they can do what they want, when they want, with no real consequences, because we don't have any regulatory agencies or law enforcement agencies that enforce the rules of the market, especially when it comes to 1%ers. Okay, 1%ers can do anything they want, whenever they want, unless they are robbing other 1%ers. If they limit their victims to retail investors, to pension funds, and to institutions that follow the rules, they will never, ever be held accountable. Once in a while, a couple of years after they commit these crimes, they might get a tiny fine. That's a small, tiny percentage of what they made from the illegal activity, but they will not lose their license to trade, and it will be business as usual the next day. The bottom line is this. Anytime they start heavily manipulating a financial instrument, we start to see glitches, just like we saw in AMC, just like we saw in GME, and now we're seeing it in XRP. This tells me that these bad actors are heavily manipulating XRP, probably on that private ledger. But eventually, after those spot ETFs are approved, and this is just my opinion, and you got BlackRock and Fidelity and Charles Schwab jumping in with those spot ETFs and buying up XRP, I believe a lot of the fraud and corruption is going to slow down. It won't stop entirely. But they know they can't go overboard with it, because if the 1%ers start losing money because of criminal activity, the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI will form a joint task force and hold all the bad actors accountable. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Why do you think XRP glitched to $21,355.25? Is that what it's trading at on the private ledger? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.